Medical disclaimer. This video is for informational purposes. It does not replace the medical advice of a trained doctor. Seek medical advice before beginning any treatment plan. Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Let's get it out of the way. My blood sugar is 15.4, 55 carbs for lunch, and deliver it, I get 25 units. Here's the blood sugar, give me my insulin. And it all works. Feeding it through again. So today I want to talk to you about hopefully people with type 1 diabetes do not need to keep it a secret anymore. So often I've heard stories of people who work and have a medical emergency at work. And people end up saying, well, why didn't you tell us that? And then they go, and because of your diabetes, we don't think. That's a bunch of garbage. If someone comes into work and has a migraine headache, and you suffer from migraines, doesn't mean your work's gonna suffer any different. But yet, people will treat type 1 diabetes like it's the bubonic plague. I know when I worked, whether it was at the convenience store, the grocery store, what other place? The optical place. I never felt like I had to hide that I was a type 1 diabetic. It just didn't come into play. But I think this little thing gets in the way a lot of times. We figure, does it make it easier for us if we don't, how do I say this, have the experience to hold the position, but saying, it's just that much easier. Well, they didn't give it to me because of my diabetes. Unless you have absolute proof of that, then you could go and say, you know what? I think we need to take a look at this to your HR department. However, most people know deep down whether they were right for the position or not. I would have to say, don't use diabetes, here we go again with the hands, as a curtain to hide behind because you didn't take care of your diabetes. You can go to work, you can work. I've always said, you have to at least tell one person that if something happens, they'll know what to do. Is this such a big issue, but people won't be totally open. You know, I can't think anywhere really in the modern democracies, Canada, US, Great Britain, where someone who is turned down for a job because they were a diabetic isn't against the law. If you have the skills to hold on to that job. It doesn't mean, again, you get to hide. Oh, well, yes. You see, I have diabetes. I didn't want to tell you. No. You need to be upfront through every part of your life. People will tell their spouse, but they won't tell their employers. And most of your waking days, excuse me, are spent with your spouse. What do you think is going to happen? Your spouse is going to say, oh no, I need, oh God, no, I've got to leave. I can't handle this. But yet, employers, I think most employers are fair, unless you have a total tyrant. When I started working at a convenience store. I got hired on as nights, which worked well. I was going to school, I'd come home, sleep. I'd hurry up and do all my duties at night so I could study to prepare for it. It was a whirlwind. But I had done nights for like 5 years. And I finally said, this is causing effects on my body. Like, I'm constantly ending up in the hospital. I need to go to days. And it was more put on 3 to 11. And it was because I had proven myself worthy to the corporation. That's as simple as it's got to be. You don't have to be that much more. You need to be able to meet with your counterparts. I'm not saying if you're let go because you're not able to meet the criteria that, oh, everything's just going to be perfect, and everything, the sun's going to shine brighter. No. Being told that you're not meeting the criteria is pure and simple. So why do we need to keep things so secret nowadays? And there are still type 1 diabetics who won't let their employer know that, okay, I've got to take 10 minutes to go do something. In fact, I know I went into work and the company made allowances for me. The part of the rule was you weren't allowed to keep your wallet or purse up at the sales desk or the service counter. You had to put it up in your locker and keep it away. You know, cash and everything. I made a deal. And I said, I need to have my bag with me for medical stuff. You're welcome to take a look inside of it anytime you want to make sure it's just got medical stuff in it. And it worked out fine. Some of the other staff got a little hot under the collar, but that's a different story. It worked for the time that I was able to work. And from that employer, I had to go on disability. So don't feel that you have to keep your type 1 diabetes a secret. Chances are things will work out unless you have a tyrant of a boss, which you may feel, but they may come out not that way. And with that, have a great day. We'll talk again soon. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.